Well, hello everybody and welcome to season 4, episode 22 of the KCCA FC TV show. And tonight we have a plethora of stuff to serve you. And this includes an interview with two of our players, a challenge with two of our players. Sad news coming from the club this week, not a very, good thing to hear about, where we lost one of our very own. We'll be getting to know more details about that shortly. And also club news, including the double game week next week. KCCA FC versus Duparaka Football Club and Vipers versus KCCA FC away in Chitende. All that on the show tonight. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje. You and I are definitely walking this journey together. All right, welcome back from that break. And just like we told you, we have two of our stars that will be featuring on this particular KCCA FC episode tonight. And for this segment, they'll be taking part in a challenge. On my immediate left is Moses Waisswa, and on his immediate left is Saidi Mayanja. Both are KCCA FC players, and they play as midfielders. And we have a player who recently actually scored his first goal for the football club that is in Saidi Mayanja. Guys, are you fine, first of all, before we kick off this segment?
Yeah, we're okay.
Good.
Yes.
It's very rare to have you guys seated together just like this. Most of the times you're bantering somewhere at the pitch, but instead, we're going to be taking part in the challenge. How ready are you for this one?
Yeah, we are ready.
Who do you think is going to win?
Of course,
I'm going to win.
You're going to win?
Yeah.
Both of you are saying you're going to win. Or it will be a tie.
Let's see.
A draw game.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, now guys, the challenge is very simple. I will ask you a question of a particular category of something. For example, let me say players, or country, or a shoe. And what you do is, for example, it's a pen, and there are types of pens. And he says blue. Let me say there's a type of pen called blue, and he says black, and he says pink. So the moment you repeat what one of the other person says, the other person has won that. And,
how many seconds do you give?
4 seconds for you to say
To answer
your part. And the one that wins that particular category gets 5, and then we go to something else. Is that okay?
Yes.
I hope the rules are quite clear. 4 seconds, every one category you get right, you get 5. And just tell the viewers that the winner will get a pair of movie tickets, courtesy of Century Cinema. These are our partners, okay? Are we good to go?
We are
all right,
good.
We'll start with names of KCCA FC players randomly. You will start and then he will go.
Guma,
Ochan,
Alan,
Benjamin,
Waisswa,
Mayanja,
Mato.
Stop. But you said Ochan and he said Benjamin.
Benchan. Benchan. Say the Benchan.
Said Benjamin.
Say the Benchan.
Ochan.
Benchan.
Yeah. And then Ochan and Benjamin are the same. The rules are
Benchan.
clear. When you mention one name, make sure you don't mention the other second
You're
name.
done.
Or the other person doesn't.
Let's go to the
Hey,
next question.
I'm not yet.
So that means for the players, for that particular category, we have Waisswa, 5,
Yeah.
Saidi, 0. For that particular one. I hope we get it. So for example, if I can't say Saidi and then he says Mayanja. Or I hope you get what I'm going to say. Okay?
You can't say Saidi. Mayanja.
Okay, awesome. Names of KCCFC coaches.
Jackson.
Kadid.
Moses.
Yes, stammering.
You say 4 seconds.
1 second, but don't stammering, no hesitation. You say the name at once.
Okay, I take that.
Okay, so we have Saidi with 5 there, and Waisswa with 0. Names of countries, any country, all over the world.
Germany,
Japan,
England,
Australia,
Sweden,
Brazil,
Uganda,
Argentina,
Kenya,
Denmark,
Morocco,
Uganda,
Zimbabwe,
Kenya,
South Africa,
Tanzania.
Mogadishu.
Which country is called Ha? Maybe, I don't know. We may not be well troubled.
I was Hong Kong.
Okay, then we have 5 for Waisswa there, and then Saidi has 0 for countries, okay? My producer, I hope we're doing awesome. And I hope we're very okay in terms of names of colors, any color.
You want to start?
Okay, let me start.
Yellow,
Blue,
pink,
orange,
brown,
red,
navy blue,
black.
What do you think? You rather keep quiet and just say the answer.
We need to.
When you hesitate, like, that means you. So that means you failed for that particular category.
There is second chance.
There are very many answers. Sorry, there are very many questions that we will have to ask you. So let me just repeat it for you so that you don't get it wrong again. For example, names of colors. If you say it's pink and you say yellow, and you want to say certain color, don't first say, rather keep quiet and then you just say black.
Okay.
Because the moment you say, that's like you're hesitating. Okay? Awesome. So that is Waisswa 5 and Said is 0. So names of boys, names that are given to boys.
James.
Okello.
Moses.
Said.
David.
John.
Isma.
Andrew.
James.
Mulamule.
Brian.
Majwega.
Tito.
Ayewa.
Thomas.
Kiza.
Brilliant.
Alan.
Success.
Jolly.
Gift.
James.
James.
Again.
Second James. You say James.
Zina kama kwa James.
Like thrice actually. My producer and stick with me. He kept on saying James.
Zina kama kwa James.
Saidi. So Waisswa gets 5 and Saidi 0. By the way, so far Saidi has gotten only one category right. That was for the coaches. Please, I want you to get the. Well, okay, you know what is at stake. You will be able to get a pair of movie tickets. Names of the types of cars. Whether in Uganda, whatever, but types of cars. No hesitating, remember. So you either keep quiet and wait to give your answer. Okay? Go.
Let's go. Bentley.
Raum.
Benz.
Harrier.
Volkswagen.
Range Rover.
Golf.
Pickup.
Pick up.
That's not right.
My producer. Let me go for my producer. Is pick up a name of it?
There's no car called pickup.
So I'm being informed that there is no car called a pickup because pickups can come in a Ford, in different types, you know, Nissan and everything. So, unfortunately, okay.
It's too much.
Names of Uganda Premier League clubs.
Oh.
Now we will know where your loyalty falls for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
KCCA.
Gaddafi.
Villa.
Viper.
Old Baraka.
Express.
Arwa Hill.
Black's Power.
Bull.
Busoga.
Bright Star.
Express.
My producer tells me that he went past the 5 seconds and okay. 5 for Waisswa and then 0 for Saidi, please. It's 4 seconds, not even 5.
Okay.
We're good to go. Names of animals. Random. What's this?
Cat.
Dog.
Hen.
Rabbit.
Bull.
Lion.
Zebra.
Cow.
Leopard.
Goat.
Buffalo.
Pig.
Right?
Go ahead.
Rhino.
You see.
Rhino. Go ahead. Nothing is allowed. Go ahead.
Elephant.
Antelope.
Okay. Okay, there you have it. Saidi 0, Moses 5. Names of TV stations all over the world. You don't have to restrict yourself to Uganda. TV stations.
NBS.
Sport.
Salam.
UBC.
Bukede.
Spark.
Saidi gets that right. Names of TV stations, and then Saidi has 5 there. So we'll go to names of KCCA legends that have their names written at the MTN Omondi Stadium. The legends that have their names inside the stadium. Okay. So we'll start.
Tomuranga.
Mayanja.
Masiko.
Philip.
Simbwa. Sam Simbwa.
Omondi.
Sorry?
Amuzi.
Omondi?
You
already
mentioned
said Philip.
Omon twice.
You already said Philip and then you're saying Omondi.
Yes, I'm single.
Kwari is there. I think you need to focus more on the billboards that are on the stadium. He's there. Something is there. Something is there. So we have 5 for Moses and 0 for Saidi. As we wind this up, my producer, I hope we are within the right. Okay. Names of radio stations in Uganda.
Sanyu.
CBS.
Salam.
Simba.
Salam?
Mm.
There's no radio station.
Daddy,
Salam.
Salam.
Salam is the TV.
Is that TV?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have 5 for Saidi.
Oh, now is ready.
And,
Yeah.
and then 0 for Moses. Okay. Types of shoes.
Okay.
Types of shoes. Any all over the world can
Jordans.
even be here. Sorry?
Jordans.
Adidas.
Air Force.
Copamondia.
Reeboks. But Copamondia are football boots.
Yeah, we have football.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Reebok.
Air Force.
Twice.
Air
Clark.
Force. You already
I
said
said it. I said it.
You said Air Force.
Predator.
But I've already
You
won.
already failed. You said Air Force.
Ah.
Yeah, you said Air Force. So that's 5 for Waisswa and then 0. So names of presidents
Yeah.
randomly all over the world can be here in Uganda or out.
It's,
Names of presidents.
President 7.
I'm the first one to start. You said it's me always starting.
We'll have more the stats.
It's me to start.
Names of presidents.
Okay. Ramaphosa.
President 7.
We're past 5 seconds.
Biden.
We're past 5 seconds. We have past 5 seconds and we have
Jomo Kenyatta.
we have past 5 seconds and then that means Saidi gets that one, right?
Kati obadde
Names of local musicians.
Yeah. Kenzo.
Bobby Wine.
Saha.
Bebe Cool.
Shiba.
When you say A, you've hesitated. You rather keep quiet and wait. But then you're also past the 4 seconds, according to the producer. There.
What?
So for the artists, Moses 5 and Saidi 0. Names of international artists. International, that is out of Uganda, can even be Kenya, but so long as they're out.
Joe Boy.
Ara Kelly.
Diamond.
Mr. Easy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm done going.
Yeah, go. The producer used to guide me here. Let me ask the question again. Okay, for this one. Names of international artists.
Yeah.
You love
Okay,
to
you start.
hesitated.
Eh?
No, more the stats. Like
You
we've
are
already
good.
done.
Shaggy.
Joe Boy.
Sean Kingston.
Diamond Platinum.
Twice.
Go ahead.
Ara Kelly.
DJ Khalid.
Justin Bieber.
Celine Dion.
Akon.
Go ahead. You're still within the time. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Well, there we have it. And for the local international artists, we've had Moses with 5 and Saidi 0. So that was the final question. Let me just see. So Waisswa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 5. That's 55 for Moses.
I have 35.
And then Saidi has got 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 20. So 55 for Moses and 20 for Saidi. But thank you very much for participating in this challenge. Who said you both said you want to win?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can only have one winner. And at this very moment, I have to let Moses know that you win yourself a pair of movie tickets, courtesy of Century Cinema, that is Acacia Mall.
What about City?
And you will be able to get those that pair of tickets,
Okay.
Very, very soon. I don't know who the plus one will be, but you will decide on that. Thank you
plus
very
one.
much.
Runners up.
The runners up,
Ajabuli and
unfortunately, didn't get anything, but you can switch talk him. He could give you the other ticket.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and that marks the end of our segment. That is the player challenge, and for this particular one, we had Saidi and Moses.
Welcome to KCCA FC TV. It has been a while since I was on these screens, but I'm happy to be back. And with me today, I have two senior players. I've had Okello before. It's my first time to be in the presence of Dennis Iguma, who also happens to be assistant captain, vice captain in KCCA FC. Dennis, is this your first time to be on KCCA FC TV?
Yeah, it's my first time.
That is a shock. I'm happy to see. Alan Okello has made it his home, his place. He's always on KCCA FC TV. I want us to talk about the club right now. Yeah. It has 7 games left, if I'm not wrong or mistaken. First things first. It's not public secret. The club was eliminated from the Stanbic Uganda Cup, a cup which the club has taken a while without winning, and maybe, hopefully, the players, the fans, the directors, and everyone connected to the club thought maybe KCCA had a chance to win it this season. As players, how did this hit you?
Yeah, first of all, this is part of the game. Yeah, we were well prepared. The coach himself did his best. The players were all ready for this, because we as players, we also wanted it, both sides. But suddenly it came that way. But this is part of the game. We wanted to win this game and make our fans happy. You know about football. You know something football. You know about football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Any team can beat you. Even if you're ready, you prepare yourself for how many months. But football is football. So this is what happened. We have to go on. We have to go on. We have to let that go. For our fans, we know they were disappointed. We were also disappointed.
That's what I was going to ask.
We were also disappointed, of course. But we have to go on. We still have leads, so we have to fight on.
Where did that leave you? Because prior to being eliminated from the Stanbic Uganda Cup, the club was not performing so well, because I think we had not won a game.
No, everything was going well.
3 games that the team had.
As I said, this is part of football.
What was not going right as players? Do you think
the coach himself was also doing well, but we were just unlucky enough to win some games. We just wanted to win one game. Maybe we gained back our confidence and our winning style, like KCC. We were just unlucky. Nothing was there that nothing wrong or why, but we were just unlucky. Because we were giving all the best. You could see the team was playing well, but we don't win.
Yeah. Okay, talking of maybe confidence and luck, I want to ask Alan Okello. Should we say you lacked confidence at some point as a club, because KCCA is known for winning, and there are obvious games that KCCA was supposed to win? For a case in point, the night game that we had at Lugogo, where I think UPDF came and equalized in the dying stages of the game. Is that luck, or did you feel at some point you lacked confidence?
Yeah. I would say, obviously, sometimes in football you need luck to win some games. Like Guma said, we have just been unlucky. I heard you saying that we had bad performance and all that. But the performance was good. On the pitch, we were doing our best.
Yet the fans were protesting in the stands.
Like,
How can fans protest about good performance?
you would see,
The fans want to
they
win.
want wins. They want
goals.
It means there were no wins. There were no goals.
we are
So that's not
We were
good.
unlucky.
You would see the example again as I would say against UPDF and Maroons. We gave in all. You could see that UPDF never had a chance to win that game.
The game ended 1-1.
Yeah, but that's why they never had a chance to win the game. So we were unlucky. Sometimes we need luck to win these games, you know. When you're going to win that trophy, you need some luck. So, but most of the time, you need to create the luck.
Alan, you're a player who has played outside the country, and with the story we had previously on the show about players who play outside Uganda, you told us something about having change of coaches when you're in a team. And KCCA has definitely gone through that phase over the weeks. What does it mean to players, and you as a player, when there is a change from within head coaches?
As for me as a player, for me it's not a new experience for me. I've gone through it when I was in Algeria. But I believe other players need to bond in with a new coach. They need to take in the fact that now we have a new coach. Now everything's going to change. You know, whenever a new coach comes in, something must change in the club. Whether the style of play, whether the organization, no matter what, something must change. So we want us to be capable of going through the change and accepting the change. So I believe all the players are professional, or we are always towards professionalism. So if you want to make it to the professional, you know this is why it's changed, or they always change coaches. You see in Europe, there's Chelsea, there's Bayern Munich. From nowhere, they change their coach. But if you're professional enough, you need to accept the fact that there's always going to be change. So you need to bond in and keep going.
Okay, then I come to the vice captain. Talking of change, the coach has been here for nearly a fortnight. What are some of the new things he has brought on board, some of the changes? Because his first game against Villa, I think people saw the first half all over social media. Everyone was saying, this is KCCA's best first half performance the whole season. What is that new thing that he has put into you players that has not been there in the dressing room?
Yeah, as Alan said, change comes with change, you know. So he's a new coach for KCC right now.
Yes.
And all the players are trying to adapt that. And we gave all our best because of him, because of the new coach.
You were giving your best with the former coach?
No, we were giving our best with Coach Molly. But as I told you, change comes with change. We have to give our best, all the players, individually, players. Because let me take you back. I've played football like for many years, and I've been in a team that have been changing coaches. When the new coach comes in the club, you go back as if you're in trials. You understand?
Like a new player.
Yeah, you have to show him.
Because
he will come with his new change. He wants to change the team. So he will not consider me first. Like me, Iguma, that I'm the vice captain, that he will use me. No, I have to fight. I had to fight for my position to show him that I'm ready for the next game. So I think it wasn't only for me, but all the players. That's why they gave all the best. That's why the fans, as you said, the fans are asking why we play that.
I think you did that deliberately. You aren't doing it the other games. The new coach comes, you have to prove yourselves.
No, not that way.
That is
Not
not
that.
That's the way you think.
It's why I want to ask Alan.
Yeah.
Should we say, at some point, do you players take fault during some of the games that the team was not winning? Or it's all about the coach?
Obviously, that's why it's called a football team. It's a football team. Without the players, it's not going to be a football team. So it's never only the coach. Sometimes as the players get to be blamed. So we make mistakes, you know.
Alan,
Yeah.
yes, what I mean, the game is done. You guys go back to the dressing room as players. Do you sit down as the vice captain and say, guys, I think today it's entirely on us, the players, not the coaches? Has it ever happened? Or it's about the coach, not because when they are calling for the head, it's always the coach.
Of course, it's a team, and in a team, always you have leaders who can speak out. So if Alan has played professional level, he can speak something. He can speak something in the dressing room. You know, dressing room is always there to keep secrets. You know,
You don't have to
players
spill
for
the
coaches.
secrets,
Yeah. So for the
Obviously.
teams, like we are a team. So before coach says something, we can speak something to help the coach. We don't do it for us, for the player. We do it for the sake of the coach, so that we can help him as well. Yeah.
Okay, we are going into a double game week against Onduparaka at home. Then after that, we shall travel to Entebbe Road to play Vipers. I think that's the only game people are waiting for against Vipers.
No. We are going in.
It's not.
You players, when it's a big game, there is some football that you play that no one has ever seen. But when it comes to these small teams, do you undermine these teams at times? I feel like at times you undermine teams.
No, like this, like obviously, if you watch football and you analyze football very well, you know that when the big teams are playing, the game is always open.
Yeah.
You know, but when KCC is playing as, let me say, Busoga and what, KCC is a bigger team than the other team. Busoga is always going to say
Sit back.
sit back and say KCC is better than us. We know that. Let us sit back and we take on the opportunities. But when Vipers is playing KCC, Villa is playing KCC, the game is open. I can attack, I can squat anytime. Vipers can do the same. So that means these teams are the best players in the country. So everyone has the belief that they can win that game. But these other small teams that are going to play these other big teams, they know that I have the lowest chances to win this game against KCC. So I need to get these lowest chances and utilize them. But KCC is going to keep fighting, banging at the door, but sometimes
It doesn't work out.
we bang the door and we leave ours wide open.
Talking of leaving our doors open, is the right man to answer that. Vice Captain, I think as players, you have a strategy because before the SC Villa game, which was a must-win because Villa was on top of the table, so KCCA, they say to be the best, you must beat the best. And of course, Villa was on top of the KCCA. Yes. You had to beat KCCA. Now you have to, before you play Vipers, who are, by the way, below KCCA, you have to play Onduparaka. What do the last 7 games mean to you as players and to the club?
We need to win all.
We need to win all the games. Of course, there's challenge, but we have to win the games.
We're not just going to go to the pitch and say, we are going to win
We
this
need,
game.
we need to win.
We need to.
That's
fight.
all. We don't.
Yeah,
we have to win our games. Yeah, we don't have to think about any other game. But every game is a final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a game
Every
at
final-
a
every
game
game
at
is
a
a
go,
final.
game at a go.
Yes. So right now we are thinking about Gaddafi.
Yeah.
We are not thinking about Viper.
And
So it's one game at a time.
It's one game at a time. That's football. You can't think about Viper and you go and lose against Gaddafi. What will you say?
it would be useless to win
will be
against
useless.
Vipers if you don't win against Onduparaka.
Yeah, that is true. When KCCA was eliminated from the Stanbic Uganda Cup, I must admit, very many people, I know, but you can never have a future. You know, you can never have a future without the past. That is the sad truth. When KCCA was eliminated from the Stanbic Uganda Cup, several people actually said that's the end for the club. There is no trophy this season. That's what they thought. And very many people actually still now think the club may not be able to win a trophy. As players, what do you have to say and what do you have to do to make sure it comes to pass?
As for me, I would say that it's us players to bring back this confidence back to our fans by winning games. Like we said, we need to go game in. They are all in, all out for a game. So it starts by playing Gaddafi, then Onduparaka. Then, trust me, if we win these coming 3 matches, everyone is going to come back to us and be like, maybe these guys can be the champions at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But, like we said, a game at a go.
Captain, your last words to the fans. I want you to look at the camera. Don't promise what you can't
No,
fulfill.
to the fans.
Hey.
Yeah, they have to trust us. We shall make it. Right. We shall win all the next games. The 7 games. We need these games. let them come. Let them come and support us. We need them. Without them, we can't do anything.
Finally, Alan Okello, just the last bit. Are you on loan? If KCCA wins the trophy, what do you have in mind? Would you like to stay? Or...
Like you say, if KCCA wins the trophy, less fans win that trophy.
So you don't want to. People would want to know what your plans are because the season is almost coming.
Me, I would want to first win this trophy. Then when this trophy
you
comes
decide
in,
whether you will stay or
whether we win this trophy or not, KCCA TV is still going to be to know my.
Okay, that is Alan Okello. He promises us that he will still come on KCCA FC TV to tell us if he will be around or move back to Algeria. It was nice having you guys. Thank you for being on KCCA FC TV. That was what they had to say. And as we go into this break, we are going to have Magero Moses, who has a game, a challenge between two players of KCCA FC TV. Don't change the dial.
All right, now trying to switch things a little bit up, we will get to the club news for this week. And I will start on a very sad note because it was in this week on Wednesday, 26th of April, when we got that very, very sad news that our life chairman of KCCA Football Club, Mr. John Mutenda, passed away. And for all those that have been around the club for very long, know who John Mutenda was to this club. He was a chairman during the 90s for KCCA, during a very, very hard time when the club was struggling financially. He has served in very, very many capacities when it gets down to KCCA Football Club. And at the time of his passing, he was the life chairman of KCCA Football Club. And we cannot say quite so much about this gentleman, especially for those that really saw some of the things that he did for this football club. We'll have a more befitting tribute for John Mutenda, but at KCCA FC TV, we can only say that may his soul rest in eternal peace. Away from the sad news, this coming week, KCCA FC will be participating in 2 Uganda Premier League games, and the first one is on Tuesday, and this will be on the 2nd of May, when KCCA FC will be hosting Oduparaka Football Club at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Remember, Oduparaka Football Club is the last team on the StarTimes Uganda Premier League table, and KCCA FC are second, trying to make sure they get their 14th Uganda Premier League title. And just to give you the numbers ahead of this one, the last time both clubs met this season, KCCA FC won that game 2-0, and a goal scored by Shaban Mohammed against his former side and Alan Okello, a player who just knows how to score against Oduparaka Football Club. That game happening at the Bombo Military Grounds, because at that time, Oduparaka was having its 5-match ban of not playing their home games in Arua. But the numbers ahead of this one, KCCA FC and Oduparaka, they have played each other 12 times. KCC has won 9 times, and Oduparaka has only been able to win once against KCCA FC. Both clubs have shared spoils twice. And goals for each club, KCCA FC 35 goals, and Oduparaka has only managed to score 6 goals in 12 games against KCCA FC. And then points, we've got 29 points for KCCA and 5 points for Oduparaka Football Club. So you get to think that KCCA FC have an edge over Oduparaka Football Club ahead of this fixture. It will be at the MTN Omondi Stadium at 4 p.m. And then on Friday, what might be the biggest game for KCCA FC this season. Not the biggest game in Uganda football, because we all know the biggest game in Uganda football was played recently when KCCA FC hosted SC Vida. But this is the biggest game for KCCA FC this season because it comes at a very critical time when we have about 6 fixtures to go. That is for the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. KCCA FC will be visiting Vipers SC at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende, and this game will be at 7 p.m. It will be played under the floodlights. And we all remember that the first leg between KCCA FC and Oduparaka and Vipers SC ended 1-0 in favor of KCCA FC. That goal by Rogers Mato in the 5th minute of the game was enough to give KCCA FC the 3 points. You would think that maybe the home side will be trying to take revenge here, but also KCCA FC are fired up after the return of Jackson Miamia on his 2nd stint as a coach at KCCA FC. But the numbers ahead of this one, Vipers and KCCA FC have met 26 times, and for those 26, Vipers have 12 wins and KCCA FC have 7. Both clubs have shared spoils 7 times, And then goals for each clubs, Vipers with 35, KCCA FC with 30. And then points, Vipers with 43 and KCCA FC with 28. You get to feel that Vipers have an edge in terms of numbers here. But I'll tell you that it's a whole different affair when it gets down to football, and the 90 minutes will be the judge. Ahead of this one, we will be able to see who will be ready for this and who will not be in this. That will be in our subsequent match previews, and where we'll be getting to know which players will be in, which players will be suspended, which players will be back from injury. And those are the two games. You get to feel that it's going to be a big week for KCCA FC, a game against Oduparaka at home and a game away against Vipers SC that is at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende on Friday. And you get to feel that if KCCA FC can pick 6 points from these games, then maybe the club might be on that journey to get that 14th Uganda Premier League title. It's been it, guys, for this week, and that's where our episode ends. We had a lot of, different segments for this one. We had a segment where we had players participate in a challenge, that is Moses and Saidi. We had an interview with Dennis Iguma and Alan Okello. And then very sad news where we lost our life chairman, that is for KCCA FC, Mr. John Mutenda. And we can only say that may his soul rest in eternal peace. That's it for tonight, and it's a wrap. Let's meet next week, probably same time. Have a good night.